I'm going to have a little fun with an old Abaqus command called NMAP. I have two models here in my Abaqus CAE session which appear to be quite different. The one on the left is a bar with a rectangular cross-section extending quite a good distance along the y-axis. And over here on the right, I have half of a right circular cylinder with a hole down through the middle. But the only difference between this model on the left and this model on the right is the nmap command. So in this model on the left, I can change the interpretation of XYZ from the global XYZ into R theta Z by adding nmap, and that converts this model on the left to this model on the right. So really here I have Y, which I want to make into theta being 0. So if I query the node here, you'll see that the Y is 0. So this becomes the R coordinate on the theta equals 0 plane. And then Z is still the axial direction. And out here, way at the other end, which is in the y direction, I should have a value of y equals 180. So you can see that here, 180. So by adding nmap to this model that you see on the left, it converts the xyz coordinates into r theta z. And the orientation and position of this right circular cylinder with the hole down through the middle is determined by the positions of these three nodes that you see that I've added here. These are beam elements that I added so you can see they line up with the cylindrical coordinate system. So what does that nmap command look like? This is all I needed to do. Of course, I added this stuff here so you can see the beam elements, but I don't really need that. All I had to do was add this. So this puts this local cylindrical system's origin at this point here, and then a point along the axis, which would be this point here, is given by these three coordinates. And then these three coordinates define a point out on the r-axis when theta equals 0. So that would be this point here. And I added another beam element so you can see the triad here. And that's all I had to do. So when I run this model after adding the nmap in, this long rectangular, or this long bar with a rectangular cross-section becomes this kind of a compact right circular cylinder with the hole going down through the middle. So just a little fun with the old Abaqus nmap command. And again, if you want to see what that looks like, here you go.